All right. Bye-bye.
Go ahead. Could I speak to Gay-linn, please?
Sure, Reverend Easley. Go right ahead.
Okay. You're awful sweet looking. You look nice. It's good to see you. I appreciate that very much. Gay-linn,
Yeah.
I'm here. How you doing,
Okay, yeah,
sweetheart?
come on in.
Okay, I
You know,
am.
I'll take a moment for you.
I know that.
You know
I know
I'm
that.
busy.
Same with me. I love you.
Come on in, sir.
Okay.
Okay, why didn't I get my call this morning? You know we talk every morning on my way in.
We?
Because you hold that
Boosters.
special title, you'll always be the first chaplain of Clark Atlanta University.
Yeah,
So
that's cool.
we're always going to call on you.
Okay.
All right, so
okay.
you'll never leave us.
Okay. Well, spiritually, you too.
You're the last of Clark College and the first for CAU.
Right, that's true. Because of you. You know,
Don't
I
put that
can't.
on me, please.
Yeah. I met Gay-linn, and Gay-linn said, you said to me, we need a campus minister, Clark. I said, good. Says, we want you to be. I said, I'm in the military. What are you talking about? I got it made, you know. And all things work out here. I wind up at Clark, Atlanta. You're here. And then when you finish, you go to Africa in the mission program, and then meet your husband, and then that blows my mind out because I thought, sure, you know, you'd still be a member of my family, but you said never.
Just our conversations help so much. And stop second guessing yourself. You and I've had that conversation before. Even when it comes to praying in church sometimes. Well, how'd I do? Just, you know, like I say, don't write your prayers. Just let the Lord speak through you. Because I mean, look at the 20 years that you gave to Clark Atlanta. Look at all the students who call you Godfather. Now, of course, you know, I'm a little jealous because I am the first godchild. I let the others, you know, just kind of play with that. But you did so much for Clark Atlanta. And what's your favorite memory being here? Because I have my favorite of you.
Remember, it was the tours, and they supported the chapel. They sang every Sunday.
Okay.
They sang every Sunday at chapel, and that attracted a lot of students there because of the gospel choir. So with the choir, we began to, I said to them, you know, because I didn't get supported at school because of the gospel, so we started traveling to Tuskegee, traveling to Emory, to Georgia State, and we'd sing around, and people began to, then we traveled out of the churches. And I had the students to mention Clark Atlanta, about attending Clark Atlanta. And so that's how we grew. And then we decided, hey, well, we'll travel around the country doing spring break.
Okay.
Rather than the kids going home for spring break, we had first like about 125.
Wow.
So we had 2 buses along with Coach's bus, the old Clark bus, because he'd get an extra bus, you know.
Wow.
And in fact, one of the trips, we didn't have enough. Didn't have room. Some of them slept down in the baggage. Some of the guys. Seriously, I'm telling you. And we would stop at Methodist churches that we know, other churches are members of the choir. From there to Daytona Beach, and Palm Beach, West Palm Beach, and that fired them up too, because there's students at the beach, you know, we would stop and have some fun. I was the only chaperone with about 65 people at first.
So you were praying hard.
Yeah, you can believe that. And they're making sure I get the front seat like I didn't know what was happening. You know
You're not supposed to know.
I know it.
But you always had the great ability of including everyone. I can give a personal testimony. You know, my husband was of another faith, but you still accepted him.
Yeah.
But you had no sense of backing down in terms of who you were as a Christian, which also helped his walk. And then you know our other personal memory, where both David, Dad, Saeed, and myself laugh at you, right? You know what I'm talking about?
What's that now?
When you came to do my mother's eulogy,
And
you broke down, and we all had to get up out of our seats to help pull you back together. I said, now here, you're supposed to be our strength.
Yeah, right.
You fell apart on us.
I became aware of people's lives that I impacted, to include faculty members, students, and all, that I was unaware of, you know. And then when we reached the stage after my retirement, even, I always helped people deal with the death in the families or personal problems, and they always called on me, it seemed, you know, even though they had a pastoral church, you know. Pastoral care was sort of the key to my outreach to people. And then I taught classes, you know, the orientation classes, and we had the guides when the enrollment came back, and you got involved with that, you know, and they eventually became part of the choir or coming to chapel service, you know. And I look back now, I think we have about 85 that I know of that are in the ministry from out of the gospel choir alone. And we have 4 that are judges, you know, in Texas and Oklahoma that went to law school when they finished here, and many in business. And so when they see me, they tell me these things, how, well, Reverend Easley, you know, hadn't been for you, I would not have finished school. The paradoxically saddest and yet heartwarming experience I had was Miss Frank's daughter got killed. She was a member of the choir. Yes. And her mother had a big car business in Ohio.
Oh, the lady you just introduced me to.
Yeah, right, yeah. And on the way to Kentucky, where her mother was confined, which I visited her on my way to West Virginia several times when I heard about her being there. It was a winter month, you know, and she slid off the road, had an accident, come back on the road, car hit her and killed her. Yes. And so the choir got together. We took the Greyhound, took the bus we have here, and went to her funeral, and we made arrangements with Bronco, the man. I didn't know his wife, but you know, his daughter was in my class. They're Catholics. Yeah, they were Catholics.
She works here now.
Yeah, she does? Okay. And the mother got parole to come to just for that, to her daughter's funeral. But that was, and it brought the choir together too, you know, it really was something. That's an experience I'll never will forget.